You're right on time for Hope TV Newswatch on this 13th day of August 2025. A very good evening to you, wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kimani, and signing for us tonight is Boniface Murithi. We begin with President William Ruto has issued a stern warning to corrupt officers, stating that his government will not tolerate the misappropriation of public funds. Speaking today at the Devolution Conference in Homa Bay County, President William Ruto emphasized that corruption remains one of the biggest challenges to Kenya's development. The head of state has warned that anyone found guilty of corruption will face strict legal action.
While I agree with the sentiments expressed by the Speaker of the Senate, and he has made a solid statement on holding governors and county governments to account, I also must say the legislature must also be held to account. Because there is something going on in our legislature that we must call out. There is money being demanded from the executive, from governors, from ministers, from people in the executive, especially those who go for accountability before our houses of parliament. Mr. Speaker, it cannot continue to be business as usual. It is not possible that committees of parliament demand to be bribed, demand to be paid for them to write reports or to look the other way for what is happening in either the national government or the county government.
Now, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has called on political and religious leaders to unite in fostering peace and national unity. Speaking to over 40 religious leaders in Bungoma's Malava constituency, Mudavadi urged them to guide their communities towards peaceful and wise decisions ahead of the November 27th by-election.
We have only a few days left, just a few weeks, and then this decision has got to be made. Na mimi nataka niwaombe tu jambo moja. Please, tafadhali, we want your help, and my help, the help I want is not to mention a name. I'm only saying, tafadhali, mtusaidie. Awe mtu wa UDA. Hiyo tu. Kwa sababu tunataka we work together. We want to be in government together.
Moving on swiftly, the Kenya Human Rights Commission is demanding justice after police fatally shot a protester in Murang'a County. 30-year-old Stephen Marufu was killed during demonstrations over the earlier shooting of a local vendor near the Del Monte plantation. The Kenya Human Rights Commission has condemned what it calls the growing militarization of agribusiness operations in the region and is calling for accountability in both deaths.
I think the question we need to ask ourselves, and I think the approach the Commission is taking, is we need to look at compensation within the broader concept of reparations. So reparations comes with accountability for human rights violations. Reparations come with acknowledgement. Reparations come with compensation. Reparations come with memorialization. So it's a big concept. And I think what the President possibly and the team have done is to look at just one of the aspects of reparations. And it will be important that as the team goes around doing its work, would be possibly, number one, to broaden its area of work, I think number two would be to look at, I think the number at the commission, we think that the period that has been given to the task force is, I think, very short. If you look.
Now on to educational matters now. Regional education leaders and researchers are calling for deeper collaboration to tackle pressing challenges in East Africa's learning systems. At the third Regional Education Forum, stakeholders focused on driving meaningful reforms, especially through the competency-based curriculum seen as vital to equipping learners with skills for a fast-changing world. Caleb Moti with more on this.
The third edition of the Regional Education Forum has brought together educators and researchers to engage in discussions and develop solutions for key educational challenges facing the East African region. The initiative has trained over 2,000 educators across Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, equipping them to provide inclusive and future-ready education to thousands of learners. The Kenyan government, through the Ministry of Education, considers the CBC as key educational forum. According to Anne Gashoya, Director of Education in the State Department, the ministry provides training to educators to meet the evolving needs of the education sector.
The strategies to ensure that the teachers have training, we have the strategies of retooling. That is, the government has already a good plan to ensure that the teachers are retooled and they are taken through the competency-based curriculum. They are taken through the competency-based assessment modalities and all that pertains to competency-based education.
Educators and researchers describe the initiative as transformative and comes at a critical time as Kenya shifts towards CBC that demands new approaches to teaching and learning. Zaitun Ali, an educator and researcher, believes that participating in the forum will make her a better teacher.
And I believe leaving this conference, I'll be able also to impact on my learners as well as my colleague teachers. Research work basically for transforming the education has come timely at this time where Kenya is moving away from the content-based and now we are on the competence-based education. So as an educator, I feel I'll be so empowered by the end of this session.
The region shares a vision of achieving sustainable transformative change in the education sector, with the empowerment of educators serving as the cornerstone of educational growth.
Built on a number of shared principles, but I'll just highlight partnership, inclusion, and of course a commitment to education. And we work together on a number of levels, but globally on education, we've worked together to strengthen education systems, empower teachers, and support school leaders, which is why we're here today.
Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Caleb Moti.
Thank you so much, Caleb, for that report. Still on education matters, and policymakers are being urged to embed new proven strategies into Kenya's teacher training and education leadership policies. This follows the conclusion of the Foundations for Learning Initiative, a 5-year program by Aga Khan University that has trained over 2,500 educators across the East Africa region. At its final conference in Nairobi, education leaders call for national adoption of the initiative's inclusive and competency-based approaches, which have already reshaped classrooms and empowered teachers across the region. It is exactly 10 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short break, but immediately after, I'll be back with the business and sports news. Stick around.
Kenya must be saved. The Evangelical Alliance of Kenya, in conjunction with the National Prayer Committee, KCCAM, MBCI, and CITAM, invites you to a forecast season of prayer for the nation of Kenya. The national prayers will culminate with a 3-day solemn assembly at the Heaven's Gate Prayer Mountain in Nakuru from Wednesday 13th to Friday 15th of August 2025 daily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Kenya has a pivotal role to play in God's prophetic destiny for nations in these last days. This is a call to prayer. The time is now. Kenya must be saved. If you are unable to join us in person, catch us live on MBCI TV, Hope TV, Elevate TV, and on all our social media platforms and pray along. Your prayers of faith will make a huge difference. Kenya must be saved.
Get ready, family. From the 26th to the 30th of August 2025, something powerful is happening at Seaton Valley Road. It's the Family Discipleship Conference 2025. And everyone's invited. Parents, teens, youth, and even golden ages. This one's for you. Our theme this year is Unmasked, inspired by Galatians 5:25, a bold invitation to walk in step with the Spirit as a family and a generation. Daily from 8:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Come experience deep teaching, vibrant worship, and real conversations that will transform your family life and your walk with God. And we've got a powerhouse speaker lineup just for you. Bishop Callisto Odede, Dr. Shodanke Johnson, Reverend Dr. Emily Obwaka, Bishop Dr. Gibson Anduvate, Ernest Wamboye, Reverend Grace Bukachi, and Reverend Tom Otieno. Whether you're a parent navigating modern challenges, a teen finding your identity, or a youth hungry for truth, this one is for you. Workshops, worship, fun activities, and powerful moments. It's all here. Registration is now open. Secure your spot today by clicking the link below. That is ftc.sitam.org. Registration and the conference is free. Mark your calendar. Bring your crew and let's grow together, unmasked and in step with the Spirit. Seaton Family Discipleship Conference 2025, where generations gather, grow, and go.
There's a world out there searching for hope, and you can help bring it home. By becoming a friend of Hope, you're helping us share the love of Jesus through Hope FM and Hope TV. With a donation of any amount, join hands with us to bring hope and point souls to the transforming power of Jesus Christ. Become a friend of Hope today by making your donation through the M-Pesa paybill number 933933, account FOH. For more information on how to become a friend of Hope, call 0116-212-723 or email customerexperience@hopefm.org or visit www.hopemediakenya.org. Friends of Hope, keeping hope alive.
Welcome back. You're watching Hope TV Newswatch. Now, President William Ruto has signed into law 2 key bills boosting county financial independence. The County Revenue Allocation Bill 2025 and the County Public Finance Amendment Bill 2023 will allow county assemblies to manage their own funds for administrative costs and asset purchases. The new law, signed in Homa Bay County, empowers county clerks to oversee dedicated funds held at the Central Bank of Kenya, ensuring timely and transparent disbursements. Now, KCB Group has posted a strong first half performance in 2025, with profits after tax rising 8% to that 2.3 billion shillings amid challenging market conditions. The bank's board has recommended a historic total dividend payout of 13 billion shillings, including the first ever special dividend following the sale of National Bank of Kenya.
Regulators and other partners for the unwavering support. and the subsidiaries for the dedication.
And to some sporting action now, Kenya has been fined 6.5 million shillings by the Confederation of African Football after fans breached security during the Harambee Stars match, CHAN 2024 match against Morocco, following earlier fines of similar incidents. CAF has warned that further breaches could cost Kenya the right to host home matches and imposed a strict 27,000 fan attendance limit for future games. To ease crowding, the government has set up 6 official fan zones across Nairobi ahead of Sunday's match against Zambia with enhanced security to ensure a safe and inclusive football experience.
Serikali tutaunga mkono FKF ili waweze kutimiza yale zile kanuni ambazo wanapaswa kutimiza. Na asubuhi ya leo nimekuwa mwenyekiti wa mkutano wa ngazi ya juu ya usalama ambayo tumekuwa na wakuu wa usalama wa kitaifa, wakuu wa usalama katika idara ya polisi ili kuhakikisha kwamba tunaweza kuweka mikakati ambayo itawezesha hizi kanuni za CAF ziweze kufikiwa.
Only that, we come to the end of our news tonight, but before I leave, allow me to just update you on the current results in the ongoing CHAN 2024 tournament. And Madagascar got the best of Central African Republic by thrashing them 2-0. Currently, Mauritania are facing Burkina Faso, and Mauritania ahead 1-0. However, Burkina Faso have received a red card, so they are playing one man less. Well, thank you so much for making time to watch Hope TV Newswatch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night.